Alright guys, I just got out of Captain Marvel, which I was really excited for, and which is the newest Marvel movie. And then we'll get Avengers Endgame in like literally less than a month. But going into Captain Marvel, I don't know much about this character from the comics. I've not read a comic of Captain Marvel. But my initial thoughts on this movie was that in terms of like ranking this with the Marvel films, and I'm going to do a re-ranking with this film because I feel like I should. This one, I think, if I had to sum it up, is that I enjoyed it a lot, but I don't think it's my favorite overall. Like, I don't think it's near, like, the ones that I think are the best in terms of the Marvel Cinematic Universe films. Um, Brie Larson really stands out as a great character in this movie. I really like how um, it's like a Marvel movie. They're not stories that are like high class. They're just stories about like this person has a mystery about her and she realizes what it is and there's twists and turns. But even though it's a typical Marvel story, like or in terms of how the film is done, like it feels like a Marvel movie because of the same kind of story and plot. But honestly, Brie Larson, though, was a real standout. She was really great, and I thought Samuel L. Jackson was great again as Nick Fury, as a younger version of Nick Fury, because this happened in the 90s, this movie, which has a lot of 90s nostalgia to it, and I thought that was funny that they did that. Like, for example, in the trailer, she falls into a blockbuster. That's cool to see. It's a gimmick, sure, but I think it was fun just seeing all these 90s things, 90s isms, like, throughout. Especially the music. Like, they had a lot of cool music in it. And so I really liked those two a lot. And then I liked everybody else fine, but nobody else really stood out to me as, like characters that I immediately love. Like, all these side characters are fun and enjoyable, but they're not ones that I don't know, maybe on another watch I might like them more. I mean, I like them fine, but I don't think and this is again just my initial reaction, so maybe watching this again I might feel different about these side characters, which I thought were fine, but they weren't anything special, if that makes sense. Like, they had some funny moments, they had some emotional moments, they did their part well, all these side characters, but the real story is between Carol Danvers and Nick Fury, and he is not, like, it's really important to have their relationship set up and built up, because in all the other movies minus Avengers Infinity War, we had no idea anything about this character, no idea about Nick Fury knowing her. But again, Nick Fury has all these secrets, so it's cool going back and seeing this character and seeing her origin story in the wake of Infinity War and what happens in that movie. So I love the fact that we do get a lot of fun with this movie. Like, it is a very fun time, and it does the thing in Guardians 2 that I didn't love, where, like, there's some emotional moments, but it's got some humorous things in it during the emotional moments, which didn't ruin the movie, but I just thought that's one of my negatives. It's like, you don't have to have a joke with an emotional moment. Like, I just felt like in Guardians 2 they did the same thing. Now, in terms of like the story, like I said, the story is just kind of typical like superhero origin story, but again, because of the performances and because of like these characters, they were really fun. Like, again, the main stars really are Brie Larson and Samuel L. Jackson. They really are the main stars of this movie, even though everybody else is good. Ben Mendelsohn is good. Annette Bening's good. They're all good, but it's just, I don't know, they're just kind of like forgettable in a way. Like, I just didn't really care. Like, I mean, I cared fine for them, but maybe again on another watch I might care more for those characters. And Jude Law as well, another big name. And Coulson, seeing Coulson in this was a cool touch. I like seeing him because we haven't seen him in a movie, a Marvel movie, since the Avengers, the first one. He's been in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but he has not been in any other Marvel movies since 2012's first Avengers movie. So, and I've also got to mention Goose the Cat. This is one of those fun gimmicks that I really genuinely thought was awesome. This cat character who is of course adorable, and they're obviously trying to pulling her heartstrings. And in terms of like, this is such a cute cat, and it is. It's an adorable cat. It is hilarious just seeing this cat character. There's a lot of funny jokes with the cat, and I really did like that. I like that humor, and Disney does that a lot in all their movies. With a side character that's an animal, and I like that they're doing that live action. I think that's funny seeing that cat, like you would see in like a Disney animated film, like a side character. Like I liked that. I thought that was really funny. So overall, the story is fine. The side characters are fine. Brie Larson and Samuel L. Jackson are great, but it's just not one that is my favorite Marvel movie. Like it's definitely not close to like the top ones, even though Brie Larson is a great newcomer. She's already a great actress, and she's great in this movie as well. But it's just kind of like, it's weird. It's the origin story that's kind of a little bit forgettable, but still, it's still a good, fun time. I still enjoyed it a lot. So that's my initial reaction on Captain Marvel, and maybe that'll change on second watch, because there are some Marvel movies where I felt that way, where I watched it the second time and liked it more or disliked it more. So tell me down below what you think of Captain Marvel whenever you see it. This is the opening night, so I don't know if everybody's seen it, but thank you guys so much for watching.